And all those promises will be nothing but blah, 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 to coin a phrase. And the anger and the impatience of the world will be uncontainable unless we make this COP26 in Glasgow the moment when we get real about climate change.
We need country-based platforms where the World Bank and other banks, multilateral development banks, can actually co-share and make all this money usable to a good effort. This is the first, in a sense, great news that Prime Minister Johnson gave us today, that money is not a concern if we want to use it well.
And I guess I shouldn't apologize, but I do apologize for the fact the United States in the last administration pulled out of the Paris Accords and put us sort of behind the 8 ball a little bit.
Among other things, on the unique resources such as forest ecosystem, their capacity to absorb carbon dioxide and produce oxygen. After all, about 20% of the world's forests are located in our country. We take the most important measures to protect them. We improve forest management and fight illegal logging and forest fires.
And to recognize that the time for words has now moved to the time for action. Of course, the benefits of such actions will not be there to enjoy for all of us here today. None of us will live forever. But we are doing this not for ourselves, but for our children and our children's children, and those who will follow in their footsteps.
We are currently talking about exported deforestation. If we use mechanisms that pass on the responsibility elsewhere, well, in fact, we haven't moved forward on our agenda. And the president of Barbados talked about passion earlier. She talked about passion about the $100 billion, and I agree, we have to do.
I was reminded of this in July when I went into space with Blue Origin. I was told that seeing the Earth from space changes the lens through which you view the world. But I was not prepared for just how much that would be true. Looking back at Earth from up there, the atmosphere seems so thin, the world so finite and so fragile. Now, in this critical year, and what we all know is the decisive decade, we must all stand together to protect our world.